Hi Jens, how you doing today? Hope you're all doing well. I am doing as well as I can be for a Thursday. Yes, I know it's Thursday. Did not film last night. It has been one crazy week this week. Work has been extra crazy and exhausting, and I was super busy last night. I had to run some errands and didn't get home till late after work, and so I just wasn't feeling like filming, so I figured I would hold off until today to film. So here we are. I am filming on the hours leading up to, I'm looking outside to see what the weather's doing because Tropical Storm Michael is slowly progressing, actually quickly progressing towards my way here. It's crazy what storms can do. While it sucks for the devastation they cause, I just find natural disasters and weather phenomena to be amazing and just like, I don't know, I find them to be fascinating to watch and to see how something so natural can yet be so destructive. But I'm thinking about all the people who are being affected by the storm, so my thoughts go out to you. I know my brother is in the path of her, I'm not sure if it's hurricane or tropical, I think it's tropical storm. I already know that he had a tree fall down in his backyard, and so, forgot to turn my mute on. And so I know what storms like that can do. So hoping that everyone who's watching this is faring well in the storms. So other than that, I hope all of you are doing well. I have had a very, very busy week stitching. However, most of it I can't show you. I was busy working on, over the weekend, I was busy working on a commission piece that a co-worker commissioned me to stitch and design for a baby shower. And that is now done. All I have left to do is frame it, and it will be ready to give to her probably the beginning of the week. So that is done. Again, if you are ever interested in having a piece designed, please reach out to me. I will be more than happy to work with you to custom design a piece. You can communicate with me through my Etsy store, Gerald Designs, and I'm definitely willing to work on commission designs. I'm never going to commission stitch a piece again, though. That is something I don't think I very much enjoyed. But it was an experience and a learning experience for me, and I'm glad it happened. So let's get to it. I don't have much to show you, but let's talk anyway. So the only stitching I have for you today is my hedgehogs by Riolis. This is the Hedgehog Sow that Nicole Buckeye Stitcher and I are stitching on. I know she's loving the fabric and flosses that is provided in the kit. I don't mind them. And here is my progress to date. So I worked on this, I think, most of the rest of last week and into Saturday morning. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I had to work on the commission piece. So here is what I was able to accomplish on the design. So as you can see, I really started working on getting the mushroom stem completed. I did fill in the berries. And then I started filling in the leaves. And then as I was working on the colors of the leaves, I started doing color completing in this whole section from here down. So all of these colors in through here are all done in this section. Of course, they show up in other sections, But I'm trying to do that as much as possible so I'm only working, so just color completing as much as possible. It just helps me with the way this pattern works to be able to know that because the pattern is, bear with me momentarily, I'm going to show you a very quick small piece of the pattern. You can see there it's color. It can be confusing to work on the pattern for me, if I don't do color completing for this piece. So that is why I am doing color completing as much as possible. Other people might do it differently, but for me, that's how I'm doing this piece. And wow, I really am loving the colors. You know, the colors here look different than what they look like in real life. They're a lot more like pinky reds than what they're actually showing up. But it looks amazing. And I'm actually really, really enjoying this piece. So very, very happy with how that's turning out. And I might work on that tonight. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I haven't stitched any cross stitch in the last, since Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, I did not do any cross stitching. I think because that commission piece really burned me out. So I've been knitting. So that's all the cross stitch I have for you. I'm hoping to get back into cross stitching. I have a few pieces that I want to put some stitches into to prep for the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat next week. A week from now, I will be in Minnesota at the retreat. So I'm looking forward to that. I have an idea of what pieces I want to take. So I have to do a little bit of prep work for that so that I don't have to start anything while I'm there. It's not that I'm actually starting something. I'm just, I want to get to the next stage in the project. So therefore I have to do some prep work so that I can easily start stitching and I don't have to worry about hard thinking while I'm at the retreat. So that is my cross stitch for today. My knitting, I have been, while I know Caroline has put out some sock tutorials and I need to get there, I have not, I've been actively working on my sweater. So I'm trying to get some progress on my sweater before I go back to my sock, and then I will go to my sock and get the sock done and then go back to my sweater. So while I was waiting on Caroline to put out a video on the sock, I decided to go ahead and start a sleeve on my sweater. So I am knitting the Alchemy pullover that is in the Rib magazine, at the third Rib magazine. I don't have a picture of it here, but if you look back in my previous videos, you'll see what it looks like. I initially started doing the sleeve as using Magic Loop because I didn't have the correct size circulars to do the sleeve, because you have to have really small circulars in a certain size to do a sleeve because your arm is only so wide. I don't like Magic Loop. I had to learn how to do Magic Loop, and my brain, it's almost kind of like how my brain doesn't like parking. I don't like Magic Loop. I was able to do it. My stitches didn't look very nice. And so I decided to order the needles that I needed in order to do circular stitching for the sleeve. And I started the sleeve over again. So here is my first sleeve for my sweater. I'm maybe about halfway up. I'm about elbow length. Yeah, so I'm about halfway up on my sleeve. I'm again knitting this in Knit Picks Wool of the Andes in the color in sport weight of chestnut. It's not going to, it's chestnut. So chestnut, and there's the sleeve. So I'm slowly working my way up, and very, very pleased with how it's looking now that I'm doing the circular needles instead of magic loop. Okay, so with that, I had to go and order one more color for the color work in the yoke of this sweater from Knit Picks. So while I ordered that, I had planned on, if you remember, I had ordered this yarn from Nina's Hand Dyed back in the spring, probably back in March, I think I ordered this. And this is a alpaca wool blend. And so I wanted to get, my plan is to make a sweater vest, because this is a very light, it was classified as a sport weight, but I'm fairly certain this is a fingering weight. So I wanted to find a complementary color to go along with this, because I have 3 balls of this, 3 cakes, 3 skeins. So I wanted, it's not enough to make an actual sweater, and I wanted to make a sweater vest with this. So what I'm thinking of doing is I ordered, because I had to make an order and I didn't want to order just one ball of yarn from Knit Picks, I went ahead and ordered a complementary color of yarn to go along with this to make a sweater vest. So I figured this will be the main color for the sweater vest. And then I have the complementary color coming that will be for the ribbing at the bottom around the arm sleeves, where the sleeves would be, and the neckline. And I found my pattern, which whenever I'm ready to start knitting it, I will go ahead and show you, but I'm just going to hold that off for now because I haven't purchased it yet. And I think I'm getting excited to knit this, because this was something I really wanted to make something special with. So very, very pleased with that. I think the yarn that I picked out is going to look very nice with it. It's from the Palette family of yarns that Knit Picks has, and I think it's going to look very nice with that. Hopefully whenever it comes, and hopefully it'll be here in the next couple days, and I will be able to get ready to go with that as soon as I get this next sweater done. Other than that, that is all the stitching and knitting I have to show you this week. It's been a very late week because of that commission piece. I'm looking forward to a nice long weekend of crafting here at home of things that I wanted to craft this week. So looking forward to that. Business. So my shop, don't forget that I have all those patterns, the new patterns in my shop. Stories of the North Part 2 is now released and available. You can purchase that as a PDF pattern or a printed pattern. And do not forget, until the end of the year, I have the coupon code that is available. Buy 2, ship free. Buy 2, ship free can be used as a coupon code that you get free shipping if you buy 2 or more patterns of the printed kind that I ship to you. So keep that in mind whenever you go to check out. If you are buying the printed variety, and I will gladly ship that to you free of charge. And I hope you enjoy those. I'm loving watching all of the progress on my designs on Instagram. Loving watching the Hedgehog Sow updates on Instagram. And if you have any questions or interest in pattern designs for personal use, let me know. I'd be glad to have a chat with you. and see where things go. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. I will be back. I should be back next Wednesday. Would be my last update before the retreat because I fly out Thursday morning. So I should be able to make an update Wednesday, but I'm not going to. It might be. I might make one Tuesday just because Wednesday is going to be a busy day. But we will see. I will be back sometime next week. So if I don't see you for my Stitch with Me on Saturday, I will see you next week. So have a wonderful week, and don't forget to always be creative.